Welcome to the Second Chance Relationship Podcast with Robin.
Viva. Hey, y'all.
And so today we're going to talk about, I guess, what you would call them, our team, or what do you call them?
What do I call them? The health team.
Yeah, our health team, our board of executives or whatever you want to call them. So on TikTok, there was this thing called the Great Lock-In. And basically, people were locking in on a goal or a set of goals for the next 120 days. It started September 1st and goes all the way to January 1st. So for us, we have some health goals.
Yeah.
We have some financial goals that we want to achieve, like saving a certain dollar amount, earning a certain amount. Me personally, I wanted to lower my body fat percentage. I wanted to raise my muscle percentage and that, that type thing. And so those were some of the ones I had. And what I thought was it would be great to involve some of my coworkers at the barbershop. So I was like, hey, y'all, let's buy these scales. It's called an iHome scale. You step on it. It'll tell you what's your body fat, what's your muscle, how much percentage of muscle, skeletal muscle you have, how much water you're carrying, all of those things. And every week we drop the screenshot from the app into the group chat so we can hold each other accountable. Because all of us are starting at different weights, but the percentage of fat or the percentage of muscle, that's what we're focused on. So that's what we're doing at work. What kind of goals did you have?
One of my main goals was making sure that I spent more time in the Word and that I had more one-on-one time with the Lord. Mm-hmm. That was one of my main goals because I think for me it was, and we talked about this. Right. For me it was, I'm a mom, I'm a grandmother, I'm a wife, all of those things, and then I pour so much into all of those areas, and then I'm empty.
Right.
So it's like, okay, let me make sure that I'm operating from a full capacity as opposed to operating from a deficit.
Right.
So that was my main goal.
Okay.
Then my next goal, which you already knew, was to lose some weight.
Right.
I had to get under a certain amount of pounds.
That's right.
And I did it.
And you did it.
We did it.
Yep, we did it.
And still gonna keep maintaining.
Right.
But was to lose some weight and just to work on my health journey as well, building muscle. Because I'm in my 50s, so we lose muscle, and I'm going through menopause. So, that's another thing on top of that. So that was another one of my goals. And of course we had our goals together, like that's savings and all of the other stuff. But those were my main two, like building my spiritual life more, a stronger foundation with that, and then building my health.
Right.
Yeah.
And so something that I realized is because we, since we bought our home, we have really become homebodies, right? So when I get off work, come home, take a shower, me and her can easily watch Netflix until 2, 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
If we're not careful.
It's bad.
It's bad.
But we watching SWAT.
So
shout out to SWAT.
Yeah, shout out to SWAT. So we'll watch SWAT or whatever show we looking at, and we look up. We 8 episodes in. It's 2:30 in the morning. I gotta be to work in the morning.
I gotta be to work.
She gotta be to work. And so we were like, all right. So one of my other things was, we agreed to try to get 8 hours of sleep at night, and how can I say it? At least be in the bed for 8 hours, right? So we be in the bed for 9 hours, right? At least 8. And now the thing is actually getting the 8 hours of sleep is the next thing, right? So we're in the bed for the 8.
Yeah.
Now it's like, all right, actually be sleep for 8. So that's the next thing, we fleshing that part out, working that part out. But, for us, I think it's a lot easier when 2 people are working on the same thing or trying to help each other get to the same place, right? Mm-hmm. So let's say if she was on a meal plan, trying to eat healthy, And I know she likes
butter
pecan ice cream. Now I know she's trying to hit these weight goals and watch her amount of sugar she's eating. And I come in here with gallons of butter pecan ice cream. That's like setting somebody up for failure, right?
Yep.
So both of us, right? So, so both of us are trying to we meal prep together usually on Sunday or Monday.
Yep.
You know, we'll buy, like, I can eat the same thing every day and be just fine.
I cannot.
She cannot. So we have to. So now we might cook enough stuff on Monday or Sunday to carry us till about Thursday. Mm-hmm. Most times we seem to land right at about Saturday. Mm-hmm. We'll have enough food to carry us to Saturday. And then, you know, all right, we're going to eat out Saturday night. We're going to eat out Sunday. But we pretty much eating stuff to be prepared. But it's healthy. We know how much, seasoning, how much butter, how much anything. We know what's in it versus you at a restaurant have no clue how much sodium they got in this thing that you're eating. So
we know that the lettuce is washed.
Yeah, we know that the lettuce is washed. So me and her, we watch these people prepare food on YouTube.
Yeah, I hear. Oh yeah.
And they just eat salad out the pack and don't wash the lettuce right out the bag or the plastic. They don't wash the fruit. Now I'm gonna let y'all in on no secret. Before I met her, I didn't know you had to wash the fruit. I didn't know you had to wash the lettuce. So I would just eat the thing because on the box it said triple wash lettuce. So I think they done wash it 3 times. What I gotta wash it a 4th time for? It's clean.
But who are they?
They as in Publix. They as in Publix. They advertise this thing as triple wash.
So
lettuce.
So okay. So I'm a little, just a tad bit little OCD. Just a tad bit. Not diagnosed. I've diagnosed myself.
Okay.
So even from the clothes, in my mind, and you know this,
right?
If something comes home from the grocery store, we have Lysol wipes. We are wiping everything down. Why? Because when you go into them grocery stores, people are sneezing and coughing and rubbing snot and whatever else they doing, and then touching stuff and putting it back. And ain't nobody got time for that. That's just me.
That's true.
So I've always been one that cleaned my vegetables, cleaned my fruit, cleaned the lettuce. You know, yeah. I've always done that. Like, right. As far as I can remember. So, you know, I'm not gonna name no places, but you know, we've seen some people drop some stuff on the floor and pick it up and put it on people's plate.
We've seen that. Mm-hmm. We've seen it. Yeah.
So now I'm like, I don't know if I want a salad.
Yeah. I can't get her to eat a salad out the house at all now. After that,
nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good. But I think it's for, I just want to make sure that you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it at all. So now I wash everything. You know, we do the little baking soda, put a little vinegar in there. Now, some people say that the vinegar cancels out the baking soda. I don't know, but I know it fizzes and bubbles when you pour it in there. So I'm like, it's doing something, and there's a whole lot of dirt and something floating around in that water. So it's doing something. So we do
sometimes we'll put the baking soda in first,
let it sit there for a while,
rinse that out, and then put the and let that sit. But so the meal prepping has been working. And then after the meal prepping, we decided that we needed a team. Both of us had some health issues, mm-hmm. and so we wanted to make sure that we had specialists for our issues, and that our specialists connected with our primary care physician. Shout out to our primary care physician. Let me tell y'all something.
Yeah.
We got this VIP primary care physician.
Yeah.
I can text her, I can call her, and I'm gonna hear back from her same day.
Same day.
Very thorough.
Yeah.
When we go in for our doctor's visits, it's not 5 minutes.
No.
Like we're gonna be in there for about an hour.
Yeah.
Minimum, about an hour. Very thorough. She follows through. And so the thing that I love about her is some of the other physicians that I've had in the past, unfortunately, and I'm not blaming them, they may have had so many clients and then, whatever insurance deems, because, of course, insurance and all of that plays a part. It's a system.
Right.
But to be able to have somebody who can really take the time to care for you and be your partner as you advocate for your own health.
That's right.
Is just absolutely amazing. Same thing for our massage therapist.
Yep.
So this is our team, y'all. We have a VIP doctor. We have a massage therapist. We have a chiropractor.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we have our dentist.
Yeah, black dentist. Yeah.
We have, I feel like I'm missing somebody.
Somebody's missing.
We have our specialty doctors.
Yeah.
I feel like we're missing somebody. We have our marriage coach.
Yep, we got them. Yep.
We have our marriage coaches.
Mm-hmm.
We have our own regular coaches, our professional, our PD, our life coaches.
Yeah.
So
and mentors,
and our mentors. So we've built this team to help us be the best that we can be as we navigate with our purpose here on earth.
Exactly. So
yeah.
You want to have people that are doing what you're doing or have done what you're trying to achieve, and so we were able to find people that are doing the things, and so make you laugh. So we had the doctor appointment yesterday.
Yes, we did.
Both of us. So mine was at 1, hers was at 2.
Yep.
And so I sat through hers as well. And so we're sitting in there, and the doctor was telling us about the nutritionist. So we're about to add a nutritionist.
We're about to add a nutritionist and a dietitian on there.
A dietitian or what have you, right? Because thankfully, what they saw, we caught it before it became irreversible. So they were like, make these adjustments and you can fix it. So made these adjustments and the numbers have changed for the better.
I mean, dramatically.
For both of us. Yeah. So, so we definitely, we're not offering medical advice. We just kind of sharing our story.
No medical advice here.
We're just sharing our story of what we've been able to do. And so I asked the doctor, I said,
I should preface this story, shouldn't I?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
I was like, do they look like they do take their own advice? Yeah. I asked the doctor, does like the nutritionist, do they look the part? You know what I'm saying? Because like for me, I have an issue with, and this is not to fat shame anybody, but
absolutely not.
I have an issue with an overweight personal trainer. That's my position. That's
Why
my
do you
position.
Have an issue with that?
That's my position. Now, here's my position on that. That's not hers, it's mine. I feel like if you're gonna teach me how to do X, Y, Z, you should be practicing what you preach. So if you're gonna teach me how to, take care of my body, you should look the part. You should look like your product that you're selling. You should, you know what I'm saying? Now, it's one thing if you like 5 or 10 pounds, but you just can't be way out of whack and you call yourself training somebody. Like, I just feel like, so that's why I asked, all right, does this nutritionist look the part? Like,
that's why you asked that.
That's why I asked that, yeah. I never explained the why behind it. So that was my why.
Yeah, you had got my side eye.
Yeah. So not fat shaming, none against.
Absolutely not.
None against it at all.
That?
Yeah, not at all. But I just feel like if this is what you do, you should look the part. That's kind of how I feel about it.
So I thought that you were giving to. So okay. So speaking of that.
Yeah.
So I said a couple of months ago, I said, "Oh, babe, I want to be my high school weight. I want to get back to 150 pounds. No, 155 pounds." Mm-hmm. And you said,
absolutely not.
And why?
Cause I was like, I don't want you to be anorexic looking around here. So me personally, I've been a part of the, you gotta be too something to do something, even though I'm not too something. I kind of like a woman to be too something to do something. That's just kind of my range. Anyway, in that 160 to 200-ish. That's kind of where I used to be before we got married. So that was just my preference. And I think, my opinion as a man, that you should marry what you like to look at. So if you like skinny women, marry you that. If you like plus size or voluptuous or curvy or whatever, or if you like them big, whatever you like, that's what you marry. And that way you don't necessarily have the wandering eye or any kind of regret or anything of that nature. So with that being said, she's a curvy girl. I like hers. And so she hit me with that, I want to be 155. I said, no, absolutely not. And so I think we agreed on another number.
We agreed on another number.
That
because we wanted to make sure that it was a healthy number. So you did agree with that.
Yeah.
So we agreed on a healthy number, but then he felt like, we need to hit the gym every day, and this is the type of workouts you need to do to build your muscle and blah, 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 blah. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
And I said no, because one time he took me to the gym and I couldn't walk for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And so I decided that I was gonna join another community and do a workout with this other community. Bar. So I started doing bar. So we went to the doctor yesterday, and he was like, he trying to throw me under the bus again with our doctor. And he's like, but she ain't going to the gym doing her weights like she's supposed to. So my doctor was like, okay, well, let's check her muscle. So she checked my muscle. She was like, nah, Viva, you gaining muscle and you're losing fat. Keep doing bar.
Yep.
He says, before she does that, he says, there ain't no workout. Bar ain't nothing. She need to go to the gym. So now we are going to challenge him to take a bar class.
I'm going to do a bar class with her.
And I'm going to record it because I want to show him how not easy it is.
Right.
And he's going to do a reform Pilates class with me.
Right. Now, what I will say to her defense is 7 days out of the week, she probably works out 4 to 5 days of that, right? So she's doing her thing, not taking nothing away from her. She'll probably hit the gym 2 days out or 3 sometimes.
Yeah.
And then the other 2, she gonna do bar. So she might get 3 days in the gym, 2 days bar, vice versa, or 2 days bar, 2 days gym, depending on what life throws at us. Yeah. So she definitely be hitting that gym. So the combination of the 2, she's definitely lost fat, gained muscle. So I want to say, publicly, I'm proud of you. What you've been able to accomplish.
Oh, Robert Earl.
Yeah. So you've definitely lowered. You're below the other number that you want to hit. Yep. And so now you fine tuning some more and getting everything dialed in how you want it to be. So yeah. So I sent her some. I sent her.
You gonna tell it?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell it.
Go ahead, tell it.
Tell it. So I felt like the women that she was showing me, because she was considering going vegan at one point, and so a lot of the women that she was showing me like this, that size right there, and I was like, but baby, that ain't your body type. You not that. So I kind of, let's try to find somebody similar to your build. Let's find somebody like that. So this girl came across my timeline. She was sitting there cutting some, I don't know what that girl was cutting. She was cutting something. And I like, that is your body type right there. And so I sent it to her. And literally, when my wife has on her workout clothing, her and her got similar build. I like, that's your body type. And she's a gym girl. And so she had a bunch of workouts. I sent my wife, her doing the workouts. And then my wife also sent me
so when he sent
some
it
guys.
to me, he was like, and what you said made a lot of sense.
It made sense. Yeah.
It made a lot of sense. So what he said was, there's no need for him to follow somebody that's 6'5", 300 and something pounds, their workout regimen when he's not 6'5".
Yeah, I'm 5'5" on a good day. 171 pounds of clothes on.
So I was like, okay, well, he's sending me stuff. So let me see if I can find some people that's his size, his frame, who's working out, and then I'll send to him. Yep. And so that's what we did.
Yep. She sent me about 2 or 3 guys with similar body type as mine, height, weight, that type thing.
With their workout regimen.
Yeah, and I've been implementing their workouts into what I'm doing. I've been using, and I'm seeing results from it. She's seeing results. So
yeah, you look good, boy.
So hey, thank you. Thank you. So so that's what we did, and it was from a pure place, not
for sure.
From a pure place, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
From a pure place. I was like, yeah, let's find our body types and try to do that workout. And it's been working great for us.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So having that team is
key.
Is key and it's important. Key.
So I went to a conference. We went to a conference. It was that men's conference, but I'm trying to think, what were you? They had something else going on the other side of the church that day in Atlanta. Remember? We went to Atlanta and they had something going on the other side. And so they had us, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So they had the men on this side.
Yeah, that's when we found out about the place in Atlanta.
Right.
Okay.
And then they had y'all on the other side doing something else. And so, we went to that place. It was whatever kind of like holistic doctor, and they had the regular doctor and holistic and all that stuff. But it did show us the difference in healthcare you get when you pay out of pocket versus
what the insurance
companies will tell you. All right, well, you need this, and this, but they're not testing you for this, and this over here, which can, even though you might look good over here on these tests, over here you got problems. And so that type of thing is having people that money is not their motivator and they actually want to see you well. That's why you kind of want to build a team, whether it's, because what we try to do is run our lives like it's a business. You Inc., or Viva Inc., Rob Inc., you got to take good care of. It's the only body you get.
It's our temple.
It's our temple. So you got to take good care of it. So that's a major thing that we're doing in this season of our lives, because she makes me stop, smell the coffee, take time to relax, breathe. Because before her, I was just super laser focused on work. And if you weren't within that, my tunnel vision
is tunneled.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you said that. So let me ask you a question. This is for you. Now that you said that, and then I'll say, okay, so I'll say this first. I feel like it's very important that we have to know ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, know ourselves. Like, know our triggers. Like, for example, for me, I know before 10 o'clock, there's not going to be a real conversation. Because I need to, in my mind, is okay, so what's happening today? Let me get this in order. Let me look at my calendar. Lord, help me with everything that's going on my calendar for today. What else do I have to do? Blah, 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 blah. For you, as soon as your eyes open, you're straight. Okay, we gotta do this next year. So I need you for next year to go ahead and make these plans and blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
So we operate differently.
Definitely.
From that aspect.
Right.
So how do you think we make it work?
Okay. How do we make it work? I think it was, okay. Being that we entrepreneurs, we have like a certain, they say businesses have a life cycle, right? Where you might have, birth, childhood, adolescence, adulthood, and then it does a number like this. So when it gets like that, you plateau, and then what you do next determines whether you have another upswing or whether you have a downswing on the business that you're having. So in business, we experienced a phase where we had a major walkout in the barbershop business, major walkout. And so when that happened, it was like, I got caught into this, I kind of got into fix-it mode. Yeah. And I stayed in fix-it mode for 2 or 3 years, even though it was already fixed. We had got it fixed, but I was still in that frame of mind. And so my operating style was, so let's say I got I got divorced in 2018. So when I got divorced in 2018, I had to rebuild from scratch. Mm-hmm. So it was like, all right, rebuild from scratch. All right, this is what we're gonna do. I gotta make up for lost time now. So what I did was, from 6 o'clock in the morning till noon was day 1. From noon to 6 p.m. was day 2. And from 6 p.m. to midnight was day 3. And so what I did, we opened up 3 barbershops in like a year. Because basically what I did was I found a way to do 3 years worth of work in 1 year. Mm-hmm. So you figure, all right, if one person's operating over 365 days, I'm operating on like 1,000 and something. Mm-hmm. So I did 3 years worth of stuff in 1 year. Now, I wouldn't recommend someone do that for a long period of time. But that's how come when I get up at 6, I'm ready to go. I'm like, hey, all right, who we got to pay, what bills to do, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. Because I'm trying to wrap up a whole day's worth of stuff in a 6-hour window.
In a 1 hour window.
And her, she like, hold up, man, I'm just getting up. And so we had to find a way to flow together to where I wasn't frustrating her and where she wasn't frustrating me. And so I think because at this chapter of our lives, we know what we want. Yeah. We also know what we don't want. Yeah. And so it allows us to figure, okay, well, how can we bend? So we're not so rigid that we don't bend. And so she was like, hey, I don't really want to talk about that type of stuff before this time right here, because I'm not fully engaged until around this time. Then we can get to the business. I'm like, bet. So now I don't bring that to her until that time, or maybe I'll do it the night before. Yeah. And I think we just figured out a rhythm that works for us. So yeah.
So you answered my question, because I was going to ask you if that got on your nerves.
No, it did not. It did not, because I know there's certain times that I might not want to do certain things, mm-hmm. but you have, like I said, you compromise, you bend, and you feel, okay, well, hey, I want to make sure you feel heard. You want to make sure I'm heard. So yeah, you just make adjustments.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I was curious.
Yeah. That didn't bother me at all. Mm-mm.
So it's funny, because even with our teams, we was talking about with our medical team and whatnot, we have all the same people except for some of the specialists. Right. But they know
each other.
They know each other, and they know us. Yeah. So how do you feel? Because I hear some people say, it's best if the spouses have their own different physicians and all of those things. Right. How do you feel about us having like all of the same? Like yesterday, you had your appointment first. I came in at my appointment. You stayed for mine, mm-hmm. and then she was able to cover your appointment and mine. Like, how do you feel with that kind of stuff, or do you feel like there should be some type of like privacy or whatever?
I like it because I think for us, transparency is a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So she knows everything about my health. I know everything about hers. Yeah. And so I like that transparency. There's no surprises. There's no, nothing to surprise you and shock you with. And then you know what's going on. So if something were to happen, you could communicate to the ambulance person, hey, this. He's not allergic to anything, da. And I could communicate, she ain't allergic to anything, whatever the case is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't know, then now everybody guessing.
That makes sense. Yeah. So it doesn't bother you from a male perspective?
Nah, not even a little bit. Okay. Yeah, because I've seen situations where the ambulance person doesn't know if you're allergic to something. They mess trying to give you something and kill you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Trying to save your life, but give you something you're allergic to, and because the other person doesn't know your medical history. So that makes sense. Yeah. So, so that's kind of how I move. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was just curious.
I'm very transparent about everything. Yeah.
That all you? Okay.
Yeah. Like, are you allergic to anything? Well, you know. So.
No, that makes sense because I know, like I said, I know other people's like, absolutely not. Yeah. I wouldn't want to be in there, you know, with my spouse, or my spouse don't want me in there with them, especially when they're getting.
Oh my gosh! Look here. Prostate exam. She was in the room when that lady hit me with the finger in the prostate exam. I don't know how people do that for recreational use, but.
We were dating.
We were dating
at the
we
time.
Weren't married yet, but she was in the room.
We were dating.
And and the lady hit me with the fingers, and she was in the room, and then, you know, so for you doctors out there, the ones that may be watching this podcast, I think you need to have there's a certain bedside manner that I think people kind of do the job and get comfortable and forget that, hey, this is a patient that, you know, it's a traumatizing experience. So, it's a traumatizing experience, right? For most men, the fingers is a traumatizing experience. And so, this particular doctor, not the doctor we see now, whole nother doctor.
Oh yeah,
that doctor was in Charlotte, the one that I'm talking about right here with the fingers, and they didn't put no lubricant on the glove. They just went in there raw dog with the glove and no lubricant. And I was like, man, come on, like, you know, come on. Like, so I was not. She saw me and she was cracking up, laughing over there. But we're just that transparent. So
it was funny.
Yeah. So that experience I never forgot. And then the other experience where the doctor just slid the tissue across the table.
Oh yeah.
You just slid the tissue like, here, wipe yourself off.
Yeah, like he was done with you.
Yeah, like here, just get on.
Like you're done now.
Yeah, yeah.
You can like you were just dismissed.
That's how I felt. I'm like, where's the bedside manner in these equations? But yeah. So, you know, but yeah, so I'm very that's real transparent. I just, you know, whenever she has appointments, typically if I'm not working, I'm there. Yeah. And if she's not working, she's in mine. That's just the relationship we have. Now, that might not work for everybody, but it works for us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We strongly advocate for one another's health. Yeah. I think. Yeah. And I think sometimes, you know, sometimes when you go in, especially when I went in with that specialist. Right. And I didn't ask the questions because I was hearing all of this stuff. And sometimes when you go in and you're getting hit with all of the things it's good to have that other mind in the room so that, because like, granted, if she's going through whatever it is, I'm processing with a clear head. It's not, I'm not experiencing it, so I can ask questions without the emotional attachment to the situation. Yeah. And vice versa. She can ask questions. And so, usually is good cop, bad cop. Usually. Right? And but that other. You think I'm the bad cop? Well, okay. When it comes to me, if it's my appointment, she plays bad cop. If it's her appointment, I'm the good cop. She's good cop. I'm bad cop. And then I just ask the questions. That way, you know, hey, if they have a problem with me, not with her, and vice versa. And it works for us. Yeah, but luckily we have doctors now that we don't have to worry about. Yeah, we got a great set now. So, yeah, we don't have no problems like that. But in Charlotte, we play good cop, bad cop. Yeah, because now we can ask. Yeah, whatever. We ask whatever, and our doctor is very transparent. The doctor we have, so that's how. Yeah, I want to thank you for that. I think I've said it before, but you were very strategic on, and that's why I tell my friends I have to be so careful what I say, or be so careful what I say I like or what I ask for with you around and in hearing. Yeah, because it's almost like when I say it, it's like something triggers you and it's like, okay, I got to get this done now because this is what she says she wants. Yeah. But one of the things I want to say thank you so much for is that you were so strategic on making sure that I got the proper medical care that I needed. And it was like the cost didn't matter. Right. You know what I mean? And the travel didn't matter. Right.
you know, and then when we moved back here, you were even more adamant and strategic, making sure that I had the team that I needed.
Right.
Although I was kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm gonna keep my people in Charlotte. I'm gonna keep my people in. And I'm so glad that you did what you did. Because if you didn't, I would not have the opportunity to encounter my healing process that I'm going through now, as well as the relationships that I've built with these doctors and the massage therapists and the chiropractors and, you know, all of them. It's not just that they are our physicians and our caretakers. They're like family as well.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're literally like family, and they care about our well-being and the fact that they know everything that's going on, so they know how to handle us, not even just from a medical perspective, but just from a perspective of I care.
Yes.
And so let me offer this to you from a place of love and a place of care, as opposed to, like you said, giving you a piece of tissue and telling you to wipe yourself off.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you because, you went hard for that to make sure that I was good. And so I want to say, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate that so much. You. I really do. You welcome, boo, Robert.
But yeah, that is, and she goes just as hard for me. She goes just as hard for me, making sure I go to all my appointments, get this done, gets it scheduled. She schedules it. We got the same calendar, so whatever she put on her shows up on mine, vice versa. She knows. She's the organized one in the group. She's the organized one, you know, and I'm the one that I'll make it happen. It may not be organized, but I'll make it happen. She's the organized one, so we work well together. Yeah. And with her, if I say something that I want, she'll start making it happen. And so I have to be like, hey, I'm just venting or whatever. Otherwise, she will have a plan in motion for whatever it is. She pull out that pad and start planning. And so we both do that for each other. I think, I think it's very important in any relationship, especially a marriage, that you reciprocate and go hard for the person that you with. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's very important.
Yeah, because we're a team.
Yeah, we're a team.
Like, I'm going to need you around.
Yeah. Yeah. Because again, like I said, in the store, you know, my barbershop sits inside of a store, inside of a grocery store. And I see a lot of people coming in and out of that entrance. And you see healthy couples, you see not so healthy couples. And that kind of stuff makes me like, all right, you know what? We gotta make the decisions now that our 60-year-old self will thank us for when we get 60-something and 70-something and 80-something and however old, right? You know, you gotta make the decisions now that version of you 40 years down the road will thank you for, instead of saying, man, look what you did to us. So, yeah. So I think we're gonna wrap it there. You got anything else you want to add? Sure.
No, the only thing that I think I would want to add is make sure, in this process, since we've been married, there have been some health scares on my part and on yours. And one of the things that I'm very grateful for is that we didn't just take an answer from someone. Like, we pushed, we advocated. So for any of you out there who may be dealing with a diagnosis or dealing with, you know, whatever, make sure that you're advocating for yourself. Make sure that you're asking the questions. I remember one time I asked a specialist, so is this the treatment that you would recommend for your mother, your sister, your daughter, your niece? Because I do need you to understand that I'm still human.
And he was taken aback. When she said that, he changed his whole tone, if you will.
Yeah.
Because he was kind of like on a monotone, like everybody get stamped, one size fit all.
Yeah.
And then when she hit him with that question, it's like he snapped out of his whatever he was in. He's like, all right, let me be a human. And then he responded differently, gave her a different recommendation,
Yeah.
And it changed the whole tone of it.
It did. And nothing against him. Again, I think it's a system. So I think that there are some amazing physicians out there. I really do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think, insurance may require
right
so much from them until they can't give
the type of care
they really want to give in order to accept the insurance. Or so we've been told from some other physicians. But one of my recommendations, and again, we're not physicians. We don't work in the medical field. We're not saying anything negative about anybody. It's just making sure that you advocate for yourselves and advocate for your loved ones.
Definitely.
Because if we don't ask the questions and we just continuously go off of what somebody has said to what we need to do with our bodies, with our temples, and we don't ask the questions, sometimes some of that stuff could have been avoided. If that makes sense. It could have been avoided. Get second opinions. Get third opinions. Fire them if you have to. I fired some doctors.
Yeah. We found a whole new team down here.
Yeah, I was like, you're not my portion anymore because you really didn't give me what I needed. And maybe you were incapable of giving it to me because of
whatever
reason. But I'm happy that we have the team that we have.
Yeah, we got an all-star team now.
Man,
all-star team.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
They're amazing. Yeah.
All-star team. Yeah.
So how do you feel?
I'm good. So, all right. So I guess that's it. So we will see y'all on the next episode of the Second Chance Relationship Podcast.